Good morning and a very warm welcome. Thanks for tuning into CNN News 18. You're watching the news at 8 this morning, and it's going to be an action-packed day indeed because India and European Union are all set to sign the FTA, or the Free Trade Agreement, at the India-EU Summit. That big story is going to be our top focus story all day long. Let's start with what we're to expect the next few hours. Viewers, amidst global trade disruptions caused by US tariffs, India and European Union are on the cusp of signing this landmark free trade agreement, dubbed as the mother of all deals by the EU chief herself. This historic pact is expected to boost bilateral trade, investment, supply chain resilience, benefiting both regions. The 16th India-EU Summit is set to unveil this game-changing deal, marking a new era of cooperation between the two strategic partners. Now, the FTA is likely to provide duty-free access to several Indian goods, including textiles, chemicals, gems, jewelry, electrical machinery, leather, footwear. The list is endless. The agreement is expected to enhance India's exports to the European Union, particularly in sectors like pharma, IT and manufacturing. The India-EU partnership is not limited to trade. It also encompasses security and defense cooperation. The two sides are set to sign a security and defense partnership focusing on maritime security, cyber defense, counter-terrorism, intelligence sharing, and much more. The FTA is expected to further strengthen India-EU ties, positioning India as a trusted strategic partner of the European Union. But let's start with why. Why is it that this trade deal matters? Why is it so very significant? Let's take you through some of the big reasons we're tracking why the story becomes all the more important and is being watched worldwide. Number one, let's not forget how this diversifies supply chains. It reduces reliance on the United States and China. And this, remember, is a threat that's being faced by many across the world. How India and European Union plan to take this forward is perhaps going to be laying the foundation stone for something that could be replicated worldwide. Now, the second big reason, watch out for this big FTA, is the bloc-wide access to all 27 European Union nations, unlike bilateral FTAs. So all of those 27 EU nations come under what the finalities, what discussions are going to take place. And finally, do remember, the FTA officially shapes up today itself. It's going to be implied to all these 27 nations. Symbolic boost for India. Delhi emerges as a strategic hub. That's another gain for New Delhi. Next big reason is major job creation. 8 to 10 million jobs could be created in India, 1 to 2 million in the European Union. So there's advantage EU and India given the finalities that will be reached upon. The fifth big reason is India's 9th FTA in 4 years. This once again is a reflection of aggressive trade diplomacy on New Delhi's part. Access to EU markets. This, remember, boosts exports, investment, tech inflows. All of this is going to be enhanced the moment the two sides sign the FTA. The seventh big reason is gateway to deeper cooperation in technology. This becomes very important, not just technology, climate, defense, all of that is going to be key on the agenda. That's what we're watching out for. I do want to go across to CNN News 18's Akanksha Swaroop, who joins us with more details. Akanksha, there has been so much of a stop-start when it comes to, FTA, this FTA that finally is going to shape up formally after almost a decade. How do you see this playing out today in New Delhi? A lot of important meetings lined up. Briefly take us through the itinerary, what we're set to witness the next few hours.
Right. A very good morning to all our viewers over here. It's a chilly morning, but what's adding to the warmth are the EU-India bilateral relations. And as they say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And that's exactly what the case is when it comes to New Delhi and Brussels, as far as that FTA, which you rightly highlighted, Kritsween, has been much awaited for, especially been in the works since the year 2007. So you're looking at 19 years that it has taken for this FTA to finally culminate, which is all set to happen today. It's going to be historic because, as the EU President Ursula von der Leyen rightly highlighted at Davos, that this is going to be the mother of all trade deals, and this is how India and EU will be joining hands in a deeply divided geopolitical and a deeply divided economic climate, which is in fact burdened by the tariffs that have been imposed by Donald Trump. We've seen what has happened in Davos. Much of the middle rising countries and the economies, developing nations, and much of NATO and India, countries like Canada, India, Germany, even the UK, France, Italy, many of them are part of the EU trading bloc, have joined hands now to come up against this very deeply divided economic climate. As we all know, you've already shared the data over there. You're looking at a 1 billion population in India with a median age which is close to 30 years. We have a very young population, and all of those products that you mentioned that India will now be exporting, whether it's leather, gems and jewelry. Look at the agricultural products when it comes to seafood, beverages like tea, coffee, vegetables, fruit. Much of them faced a roadblock after Donald Trump came up with tariffs. Our BTA has still not been worked out with Washington, but you're looking at a much wider market, a market which in fact amounts to, say, 1/4 of the world's GDP. That is the magnitude and scale of the EU-India market. Now, to quickly answer your question, when it comes to the itinerary of the EU President Ursula von der Leyen, there will be a wreath-laying ceremony to begin with at Rajghat in some time from now at roughly 11:10 a.m. And by 11:30 a.m. you can expect the summit to begin in Hyderabad House, where the EU President will have a one-on-one meeting with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. There will be press statements delivered, and soon after you can expect a call from the Vice President of India, C.P. Radhakrishnan, post which at around 6 p.m. the EU President will also be hosted by our President Srimati Draupadi Murmu, and soon after that grand reception at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the EU President will then be departing. And tomorrow is when the EU Council President, which is Antonio Costa, will be leaving the country as well. But it is this historic trade deal which many are talking about, and it would be fairly nascent, or rather immature, to leave it just to FTA, because you're also looking at a defense and security partnership and focus on mobility, especially after
So we'll
Donald
talk
Trump's
about
crackdown
defense,
on
security.
H-1B.
We'll talk about which Indian sectors stand to gain the most. There's lots more that we need to decode still, Akanksha. Stay on with us.